Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome to Bladed Articles. Today for you we have got a Spyderco, and this is a Spyderco UKPK, and this is the Heinnie Haynes edition. And let's have a look see at what's inside. And you've got the standard Spyderco packaging and the Heinnie label, because, well, it came from Heinnie Haynes, funny enough. You get your knife, you get some paper, you get some more paper, and you get a little piece of paper that is a sticker, which is a lovely touch. I like stickers. There are too many of them up there that you cannot see, and they are all EDC stickers, just from knives, from bits that people send, etc, etc. And here is the piece of paper that Spyderco have sent in here, and it is pretty much just what is on Heinnie Haynes' website. Feel free to have a pause and have a read of that. It's a little bit too long for me to read out, but like I said, feel free to pause and have a read. And again, feel free to have a pause and read of the little pamphlet that comes in the package as well. And then you've got all of your warranty and your contact details there for Spyderco. So onto the main pièce de résistance, and that is the UKPK. And inside this baggie here, when we get it out and we get that away and we get that away again, here we have it. This is the UKPK, and this is an Heinnie Haynes exclusive. However, the red on it actually is more of a burgundy. It's not like their previous gens of the brighter red ones. However, I like this burgundy. It's a very nice burgundy colour. I must say, very nice, very nice. So on to point number one. This was actually sent in by Carl over at Who Knives. So if you haven't checked out Who Knives, I suggest you go and have a little checky poos, because he is releasing the V1. If you haven't pre-ordered one yet, again, I highly recommend pre-ordering one of those. It's going to be an absolutely killer knife, and I cannot wait for mine to turn up, and you will see it on this channel. However, for this minute we are talking about the UKPK Heinnie Haynes edition. So I bought this off of Carl, and I paid what Carl paid, which was £75, because he ordered this roughly about a year and 3 months. I think it was a year and 3 months ago he ordered this, and it eventually turned up. And I've had this for a little while. It's just been kicking about, been doing odd jobs, etc, etc, except from this week here we have been carrying it fully straight. So on to point number two, I think it was, yeah, point number two, which is the color and scales, and they are G10 textured, and I must say there is quite a bit of grip there. I didn't expect it to be that much grip on there, but when it is also in your hand as well, you can really get a good grip on there. And I love the ergos on this. This is actually really sweet. It was it's not too different to my UKPK S110V, because, well, it's essentially the same knife, just a few different additions pretty much. So on to point number three, which is the carry style, and that is tip up right-handed out of the box, and then you can change it over to the left hand side. So unfortunately it's only tip up carry, but you can switch it over. No tip down carry, I'm afraid. See, I'm so used to Spidey flicking it. I'm trying to Spidey flick a freaking slip joint. No, not going to happen. No, I'm sure I could over time, but it's not going to happen today. So onto the blade. Now the blade comes in at S110V. S110V. Fucking hell, I'm really not with it today. CPM S30V. There we go. Right, so this has been through absolutely shit tons of cardboard this week. We are moving shit around at work like no one's business. So it's all in cardboard, all packaged, unpackaged, you name it. It's a big old move across workshops, etc, etc. We have also had some paracord this week, some foam as well. Done a little bit of my lunch with it as well, not gonna lie. A few frankfurt sausages in there, nice and slicey dicey, I must say so. It is a very, very fine blade, and it's very maneuverable, I must say, especially when you get a full grip on it like so. It just fits in your hand so well, and you just have absolutely no problem in maneuvering it in any angle you really want to go. And that is one of the things I really, really like about this blade. So also onto the adding things that I like, there is the Jimping. Spyderco, in my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion, but they make the best jimping around. I haven't seen it on another knife that I am absolutely happy with, but their jimping is just incredibly, you just put your thumb on it and it sticks. It's like fucking glue. It is absolutely amazing, and that is whether it is on the finger troll down here or whether it is on the thumb ramp up here. It just sticks like shit on a shovel. It is so good. Let's see if I can get a closer view there. See how fine they are, and just, oh, it's just joyous to use. Those jimping like rails, I guess you could call them, just nice and finely cut, and they are just, like I said, they just stick like glue. Absolutely love it. And when it's in your hand, you just literally pinch the knife and you are good to go. It is just like I'm playing fucking fencing with that. Anyway, I haven't been playing fencing, don't worry. Right, on to the, where were we? We were on the blade. Now we're going on to the centering and the lock, or the lock slash stay in place mechanism. So we'll have a look at the centering real quickly, and that is, ooh, maybe slightly pinging off to the right, but it's not touching. It's behaving very, very nicely. So I'm not going to touch that, and I am happy with the way it is centered. Now the mechanism is going to be a whole new different video, because this is quite a cool one. It is technically a slip joint. So usually on usually on a slip joint, this bar here, you usually have a bar and it will usually act as like a spring, and then when you get it onto the open position, it will lock in nicely. But when you move it, let's see, around about there, I'd say probably about on a 90 degree, you will see it poke up out of the scales, because it is going up and down as you open the knife. So when you open it, it goes up, and then when the blade is fully opened, it will go down and flush with the top of the knife. Now this one, they call it the Slippet Mechanism, and they've apparently combined the clip-it mechanism with a slip joint, essentially. And we will go through this video, but what I just wanted to point out, sorry, we'll go through it in a different video. What I just wanted to point out is, just watch that bar there. You will see when I close the blade that it does not move. That's me holding it piss poor, but it really doesn't move, and that's what I really, really like about it. There we go. So it's just a unique design, and we will go through that in another video, like I said. Right, on to the length, and I'll just give me a measure. We will see what the cutting edge length is, and we will go to the points. And we are looking at literally just under 6.5 centimeters, so 6.4 centimeters, I would say. And then the overall length, so point to point, just under 17.5, so 17.3 I would go for. And then on the closed formation, we are going to be looking at 10.3 I'm going to go for, maybe 10.4 centimeters, but either way there's some dimensions for you. So we will now look at the screw size. So on here, what is also a little bit different compared to the regular UKPK is this has 1, 2, 3, 4 pins instead of 3, and I believe they are 10, 9, 8. I think they are 8. Nice and snug. Nice and snug. Oh, nice and snug. And can we get a full house? Yes. Nice and snug. And they are all coming in at a, when we get there, a T8. There we go. So you only need the T8 to take your knife apart, or your UKPK Heinnie Haynes Edition apart, which is why I also like Spyderco, is that they mainly use the same screw size or Torx size, whatever you want to call it. It's usually a pretty simple dimple, so that's another thing I do like about them. And also, let me just clean this quick. I'm just going to show you some logos on here, because I like it when Heinnie Haynes do this, because it just makes it feel that little bit more special, I suppose. It makes it feel like a Heinnie Haynes edition, in my personal opinion. And when they don't do it, it is a bit of a bummer. So I was quite chuffed with this when I got it and it had the Heinnie logo on there. It's just a nice little touch, and I like it when they do that. So also you get obviously the Spyderco CPM S30V, not 110V, and then you get to the Spyderco logo up there, and then on the back you have Golden Colorado Earth USA, and then our infamous Sal. There's his logo there. Awesome design, Sal. He's a great dude. If you haven't checked him out, give him a check out. He's yeah, he's one of the top dogs over at Spyderco, and yeah, he's a great man. I love him. So I would just do a hair pop now, and this is, I'm not going to lie, probably going to be popping quite a few hairs, because it hasn't been through tremendous amounts. It's been through shit tons of cardboard and tape and all of like packaging basically, but not a heck of a lot else, if I'm being honest. So it is S30V, so it can handle that. That is not a problem. However, it's going to handle some hairs. It is not going to be absolutely an issue at all, as you can see there. Just give that a quick wipe down on my jeans, because that's what we do. Right, on to the size comparison. First of all, we have got the Forgetful Penguin, or slash QSP Penguin. That is my absolutely piss poor modded version of the penguin. And somewhere else I've got, I've got the Jimbo, my stonewash version, and we'll just line all of those scales up just so you can get a quick idea of what they are kind of like against each other, if you have any one of those knives or know somebody that does. And I'm just going to swap both of these out now, and I've got something very similar to that one that's already there. Get it out of my pocket and I can find it. We have got the Spyderco pits. So this is as close as I can get at the minute, because I don't have my S110V Spyderco UKPK around, and that is pretty much as close as you're going to get. I think it nips it on the actual scale length, but as far as the blade length goes, I think it is pretty much the same, almost to the T. It is very darn close. I mean, the Spyderco Spitz might, or the Spitz, sorry, might actually have that on the edge as well. But there we go. That is the size comparison against the UKPK Heinnie Haynes Edition. And I have absolutely loved using this. And it's going to stay with me for quite a while, because obviously I'm in the UK, and it's going to be, you know, it's handy to have a UK legal knife in the UK. I'm not going to lie, that's a benefit right there, definitely. But there we have it. That is it. That is the UKPK Heinnie Haynes Edition. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay safe, stay shaving sharp.